Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 10, Keenum. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On the carry, it's Cook. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, Keenum. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
All right, here we go.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
All right, now, look at 56. All right, here we go. 56.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd down, Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he knocks it through. Forbath out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Ryan on second down. And finding the tight end Hooper. A Falcon first down. Ryan to his young tight end Hooper. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a third down. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And the wideout in motion. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he's got some space here. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, Keenum. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
You and I both know that you don't really, truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray's a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw is Keenum. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Murray, and he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. They do snap it to Keenum. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tech McKinley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
On first down, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start the drive with Cook. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. 23 yards on the play.
No, Jack, Patriot! Set! Blue, line it! Watch it! Here we go! Back down to Philly, here we go! All right, now, lucky 56! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tech McKinley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
No, Jack, Patriot! Now let's
Again, it's Cook. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
No. Check. Patriot.
3rd and long. It's Keenum. And some room to work. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Forbath will put this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson Dejo. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A give. This is Cook. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now Keenum going with a screen for Murray. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Keenum. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. And Forbath will put this one through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he powers his way up past the 30. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. From the shotgun, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Flushed out right, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. 2nd and 10 now, Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. He will push his way down to about the 14. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Hey, partner, I want to sidestep for a second. Week 15, Raiders-Cowboys. I know you saw that crazy first down measurement. Very, very controversial.
Look, it didn't pass the eye test. And what I mean by that is when they put the ball down and brought the chains out, you couldn't just look at it and say first down or not. Ball's, the nose of the ball is over. I mean, you had everyone eyeing it, looking at it. It's about making sure the posts are directly at 90 degrees. Do you need a leveler out there? I mean, everything was going on in the discussion. And finally, Gene Steratore, the referee, pulls an index card out of his back pocket to slide it between the football and the marker and signals first down. Now, we haven't seen that since, what, Bill Vinovit?
Yeah.
Was that 2013?
2013.
Not an everyday occurrence, but you do what you have to do to get the job done. So anyone wants to put a computer chip in the football? This is a great time to bring that idea back.
I think Jack Del Rio might want to put a chip in the football.
No doubt.
And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
All right, here we go.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Keenum. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Keenum. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Ryan. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 22 yards. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Second down following the run. From the gun, it's Keenum. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Keenum to throw on second down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Keenum going to throw. Being chased out left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. In the red zone this time. On second down, Freeman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. They'll run here with Freeman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And now out comes Minnesota. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Keenum. He finds an opening past the 40. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's right. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Back to the ground, this time Cook. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now is Keenum. Keeps himself upright. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs tripped.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On on first down, Murray. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run here. It's Murray. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go. No, check. Patriot.
Now Keenum. Got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So out come the Falcons now. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.